Alright guys, I'm here with another northbound hiker. Him and Greasy Road Soda actually came down and helped me out with the hostel. So I'm gonna introduce him to you. What's going on? What's your trail name?
Man, I'm Trunkle.
Trunkle. Okay, man. I know you completed the AT this year.
Sir.
So tell me, when did you start and when did you summit?
March 26th, man, and I finished the trail with Road Soda September 25th, man.
And how was that for you, man?
Oh, man, there wasn't a feeling like it. I remember coming up over that false peak and seeing her at the end, man.
Yeah.
And I just started tearing up, dude. Just started bawling my eyes out, and then I got the biggest shot of adrenaline I've ever felt in my entire life, and it was, let's go, man. So I'm like rolling up this mountain as fast as I can, just crying my eyes out, passing all these day hikers coming down. They're like, what's wrong with this guy, right? I'm fucking get up there, man, throw my pack down, and I'm hugging everybody. I go in for Road Soda Friday, go to all of them, I give them all hugs, and then we all got our chance to get on that sign.
Damn, and how was that journey for you, man? That pilgrimage?
It was everything and more, man. It was tough. There were times when I was climbing 4K mountains, you know, and
Yeah.
it's, man, I don't want to do this. You know, there are the rainy days and the cold days.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun out there, too.
Yeah.
Fucking going to town and get some beers and get up to no good. We got a lot of fucking drinking stories, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I started super early, so I wasn't a part of like the bubble or with around a lot of people. Like, how was it like starting in like late March where a lot of people are starting off? How's that like?
I liked it a lot. You start out and you know, there's the trails are packed, right? So we got on the approach trail, and it's just like Road Soda was saying. You get up there, and there's just tents everywhere, and nobody's in the shelter. Not a single person's in the shelter, and you got 15, 20 people in this damn in all these tents, you know. So it was real populated. And I remember when I first hit the trail, I had like a sense of urgency to like meet like people that would be accepting of me.
Yeah.
So I ended up rolling with some people that weren't so accepting of me, you know. And it wasn't the best case, you know. And then I ran into a guy named Botany, man, and me and him hit it off, and it was great after that, you know.
Yeah. I know there were some tough days out there, and a lot of people don't know about that, you know. What would you say was like your toughest day out there?
Boy, I didn't think about that one. Toughest day. You know, I can't say it was the toughest day, but a day that was tough for me I can think of was when I got injured right out of Glasgow. My foot, at the top of the foot, had been hurting. And I was still walking on it, you know. I wasn't gonna stop, you know. And I was determined to be with the people I was with, you know. And I was rolling with another guy named Cowboy, and then we were just bouncing in and out day apart, these two different groups, right?
Yeah.
So anytime I wanted to see him, all we had to do was push a little more, and we'd see him, you know. So my foot's hurt. I'm coming down this mountain, Jennings Creek, and I got 3/10 of a mile left, and my foot just pops, man. Like, I hear it, I feel it, and I can't put any pressure on it anymore.
Yeah.
And that was a really tough day for me because, I mean, I started crying, man, and it wasn't because of the pain, it was because I was gonna lose all my friends that I had met, everybody that I was hiking with, and that was devastating to me.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because then I didn't stick with a group, and I was able to roll in and out with everybody that I had met before. So I never really stayed with one group more than a month.
Whoa.
And I just kept bouncing in and out of everybody, and more characters, you know, more experiences, right? You know, somebody over here, you might want to jump off a bridge, and somebody like Road Soda, you might not want to, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's Road Soda. He just came in, say what up.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I'm about to get it next, but yeah, for sure, man. Did you do any through hiking before this?
Yeah, I did. And it's funny because I mean, you and and even Road Soda have heard me talk about it. How, yeah, I shouldn't go into that though. All right, yeah, I thru hiked the Spirit Hiking Trail. All right, but I skipped out a section in it, and that's where I was going with that. So, you know, I guess I didn't thru hike that. And then the Centennial Trail in the Black Hills, South Dakota. It's about 120 miles. That one I did thru hike. You know, I made every step on that guy.
Yeah.
So I did those two, and it made me, you know, as soon as I got done with the Spirit Hiking Trail in 2019, I got back home, $24,000 in debt. And I was like, next year I'm hiking the AT.
Yeah.
So I got stingy as hell, man. And I paid off 14 grand that year, and I saved 10 grand.
Oh,
and
man.
every day at work, I was sitting there eating peanut butter. That's all I would eat. You know, and once in a while I would buy bread, but I was so stingy I didn't even want to buy bread.
Oh,
you know?
man.
So, like, if you really want something, you can get it. You really gotta work for it. You know.
Yeah.
I still got debt over my head, and I'm working on it now. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Since coming off a trail, what would you say that's been like for you?
Oh, it's been ups, it's been downs, it's been crazy, man. So you get off the trail and you're pretty devastated to leave the people that you were with all this time, you know. It was kind of short-lived, you know, and then I got home and I just kind of went back to my old habits, my old way of life, you know, drinking every night, and I'd just sit there and play video games, and it just wasn't working for me, man. I don't like the idea of sitting in a house or an apartment, man. It drives me up the wall. I'm just bored trying to find ways to pass time.
Yeah.
So last week I packed my car full of just stuff I need, you know, backpack and gear. Took the rear seats out, and I came over to Pennsylvania, man, and it's been great. Met up with my boy Botman. You know, he lives over there in the West Chester area, and I've been chilling with him, making myself a regular at one of the hole-in-the-wall bars over there, so I'm getting to know some of the bartenders.
Hell yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm just door dashing. 1 week, I pulled in $800 door dashing.
That's a lot of money, man.
For 40 hours, you know. I never got paid any of that when I was working a full-time job, you know.
Yeah.
So I think living on the road is super viable, but I don't know how the cold weather is going to treat me.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Is there any other trails that you want to do, like, that you're planning for?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're going to do the PCT and CVT. We're going to Triple Crown someday.
You're going to get the Triple Crown?
Yeah, but
yeah.
I might find a smaller one in there somewhere, you know, keep me occupied, but other than that, you know, those are the two I want.
Hell yeah, you know, I'm just so grateful and appreciative that you came down here with Road Soda here, lent out a hand towards the hostel.
Yeah, it's absolutely no problem, man. Like we were saying, man, it's fun, you know. There's nothing else to do. Get out there and do something that you've never done before.
Yeah.
You know, it's an experience.
Yeah.
I climbed a damn tree with Carl the other day, and it was insane. You know, and then splitting that wood, Road Soda, just drinking some beers back, man, that was a hell of a time.
Oh man, dude,
I'd do it again, you know, I'd do it again and again.
You just walked over 2,000 miles, man. What would you say is the biggest takeaway that you personally just got from it?
Absolutely, without a doubt, biggest takeaway I had from this trail, and I tell everybody this, is I feel people in society get too busy or make excuses. I see that. I see that in my friends. I see that in my family. I see that myself. My biggest takeaway from the hike when I returned is I'm not going to be the guy who makes excuses or gets too busy. If my friend hits me with something that I feel like I don't really want to do or partake in, I don't like going to the movies. I don't like watching movies. You know, when my friends are like, hey, we're going to go see this movie. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I want to be there and I want to spend time with my friends. So I want to build bigger relationships with the people I know. That was my biggest takeaway.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Any advice for any future thru hikers out there? I mean, I gotta ask this one.
Yeah, man. I got a couple of them, and I can only think of one right now, and it's something that I did. We all research up to the AT, and that's all fine. You watch the YouTube videos, and you're blown away by the YouTube videos. When you hit that trail, don't make the mistake I did. My expectations weren't the trail, they were that YouTube video. So when I was halfway, or a third of the way in, I was super bummed because my hike wasn't going like those people on that YouTube video. The YouTube video can make anything look beautiful, you know, and make it all look fun as hell. But once you're out there, reality hits, man. So don't go out there with those glossed over eyes, man. Go out there, you know, to hike your own hike.
Yeah, to walk over 2,000 miles, literally.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh man, and last night I was watching your video, and I gotta say personally, that's one of the top videos of the AT that I've seen, and like, it's up there, man. And like, why don't you tell them your name and everything for your name tag?
I got a YouTube, and it's Head North, all one word, and then space, and then my name. It's Mike McKay, MCKAY. So
yeah, and you guys definitely got to check that out. I mean, that 27-minute clip, I believe that if you guys weren't there, I would definitely be tearing up. It brought back so many memories for me personally, and I just want to personally say thank you for that, man, because just watching that, you know,
I get
just
that.
Crushed it, man.
You can relate to it, and it's special, you know, for everyone.
Yeah. So. Oh man, you're gonna do more videos too?
Yeah, I got probably 3-4 terabytes of 4K footage ready to be edited at home. But this project's my baby, and because of that, I still have more scenes that I need to shoot. It needs to be perfect. Yeah. So that's probably gonna be a year and a half before I get it done. You know, so.
Hell yeah.
But it'll be there. It'll be there.
And I can't wait for it because the score, the music was just on point.
Yeah,
I mean, just everything about it. Is this your first, like you did a YouTube before this? Or?
Yeah. When I started backpacking, I just for shits one day, I brought my phone out and I was putting the phone up and I was like, I'll just record myself walking. I didn't think anything would come of it. And I go home and edit it, and so essentially, when I started backpacking, I started filming myself, you know, and then eventually I got the good cameras, you know, and then I got the gimbal camera, some other gadgets, you know, and when I hit that Spirit hiking trail, you know, I left there with nothing but the clothes on my back and my camera in my pocket, landed in Duluth and went to a UPS store to get my backpack, and thankfully it was there, man. So I recorded all the Spirit hiking trail, all the Centennial Trail. I went back home, edited it, put it up. So I will say, as anyone is, you know, the more you do something, the better it gets. So I feel some of those older videos aren't up to par anymore, but they're still a good watch. People do like them.
Yeah, for sure. And this recent one, I really do like that one, man. I really do. You know, I was watching it last night too. Like after everyone passed out, like it's up there, man. And
man.
I just gotta say that your future is gonna definitely be bright. I feel like once people start catching on to that, it's gonna be like a wildfire, brother.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, you know. But if it don't, you know, that's fine. It's for me, you know. Yeah,
for sure. It's like a journal, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
How did you get your trail name though? Trunkle.
So there's not much of a story behind it. I was rolling with Botman, right, and Botman just, you know, he just started calling me Trunkle, right? He's like, you know, you got tramways, you got your fucking, you know, brother, sister, you know, you gotta have a fucking Trunkle, right? Mm-hmm. So he started calling me Trunkle. I wasn't too sure on this, if I was gonna be Trunkle or not. But I stuck with it, and it's fucking great, because it fit my personality so much, because, you know, you're an uncle, right? And I'm the crotchety old man on the fucking trail that gets upset by everything, right? And everyone. And then I'm gonna encourage you to fucking drink. So, you know, I'm fucking Trunkle. But, yeah, that's that story.
Hell yeah, for sure, man. Just hiking all the way up north, because I only hiked at Palmerton.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what would you say was like the brutalest climb, like just out of the entire AT? Would you say there's a specific state?
Yeah. Now, some climbs were definitely more brutal than others, but it was also a mindset game. So those brutal climbs, they weren't necessarily too bad because we were like pumped to get up at like Musalaki. That was a hard climb, man.
Yeah.
Madison, that's probably the hardest in the presidentials. It's just fucking boulders, man. Rocks, scaling rocks. And that one was tougher because we were fucking whipped by the end of the day. But we were still riding that high, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So once we got into southern Maine, man, after we had done 4K after 4K after 4K after 4K, and we were broken, man. We were exhausted.
Yeah.
So anytime you'd open gut hook and you look and there's a 2,000 foot climb or 3,000 foot climb, you're like, fuck. I had to go over this, man. And I remember, man, I'd be going up a 2,000 foot climb and I'd pull over every 5 minutes. Not even when I was on top of it. I'd sit there and fucking rest, you know. It was miserable, you know.
Yeah.
And that and getting into New York was tough. New York was real tough. Because you go through Pennsylvania and everybody talks about the rocks of Pennsylvania. And I didn't mind them too much. But they put the rocks there and they take away the mountains. So it's real flat. And then you get out into New Jersey. New Jersey's like, hey, fucker, remember how to climb a mountain? And you're like, nope, I sure don't. So it really kicks your ass getting into Jersey and New York, man. Those climbs start coming again.
Yeah. And then finally getting to Maine and getting closer to Contentment. Like, was it surreal just thinking that you're about to finish this 2,000-mile trek? Like,
oh, yeah. It was, we were riding a high there, man. I went through the 100-mile wilderness. I saw my peeps, you know, my tramway. But I really didn't camp with them too much. So I did the 100-mile kind of alone, you know, which is what I was preferring at the time. Then when I rolled in Baxter State Park and they were all there, man, I was so stoked, and we were all so excited, man. Sleeping at that campsite. Tomorrow we're climbing that beast and it's over. We did it. We did it, guys.
Hell yeah. Oh man. I just want to say thank you for this interview.
Yeah,
you know,
you bet, man.
I feel like, you know, our relationship is just starting. I just met you, so yeah, just know that you always have a place here.
Yeah, you bet, man.
You always do, so.
And I'm hoping for the success of this, man. It's gonna be something real special once you get it going, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope I can help. So.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Trumpville out.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Dude.
Thanks.
That's it, same thing. Bring it right, yep. That's a big step. That's a big step. You might want to fucking rethink that one, but that's okay. If you can fucking do that, then do it.
We're doing it.
Okay. See the bitch? See how you're squatted down? There you go. All right.
Bring her up.
Yep. But keep leaning back. Keep pressing on that fucking belt. Yes.